I'm not going to stay on it too long, depending on how many people might not come in. I just have some things that I'd like to say, and I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all having a beautiful day, beautiful Sunday. But I came on here to basically voice for myself, to state that I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect, and I never will be perfect. But I've been unfairly, judged here and attacked, and that's okay though. I don't get mad at anybody anymore. I don't. I mean, sometimes things happen, but what I do here. We all have our disagreements, our things happen sometimes. But hey, brother, take it easy, brother. Thank you. Well, I've done my best here, and just I just want to tell people I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. And if you think anybody else that you watch or any church that you go to, you think your pastor or this and that is perfect, I would tell you all to think again. But I'm a big boy, and it's okay that judgment has been passed upon me here. But we move on, and I'll move on too. But again, nobody's perfect. And I've done my best here, and it wasn't good enough. So I'm just going to do things that I need to do for myself and for God. And I'm going to move on from a lot of people as well. I wish them the best. I love them with all my heart. But it's also time for me to move on from that too. If I'm going to stay here, it's time for me to move on. I've been trying to start anew here, and I will continue to try to start anew and start over in a sense. But I'm not perfect, and neither are you. Neither are you. You're far from it. I hate to tell everybody out there that's all high and mighty. I hate to tell you you're far from perfect. You're far from perfect. Maybe farther from perfect than I am. But it's definitely time for me to move forward and, do this for myself and more importantly for the Lord. And I've done it. I've been here for a long time, and many people would have quit. That's not to my credit, that's to his credit. But I've been here for a long time, and I've had more bad than good here. I had a lot of good here, but a lot of bad too. More bad than good. But doing the work for the Lord is a good thing, and that'll always be good because God is always good. But like I said, I think people look at me in a way and they say that they don't look at me as anything serious, and that's okay too. I've said that for the longest time. But that's not going to stop me either. But I'm far from perfect. Far from it. And I've had people leave this ministry for petty reasons and this and that, and that's their choice. I'm not mad at them. I'm not complaining about it. But wherever you go, whatever church you go to, whatever channel you may watch, I tell people if they're good, if they're teaching the Bible correctly, you have to give them, you have to have their back. But I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. But again, I'm far from perfect. Far from it. But I'm a little tired of some things that are going on too. And it brings me down more than It keeps me uplifted. So, but I love each and every one of you from my heart. But it's time that I kind of move forward. You'll never know what entails that to do this for God, and you'll never know. You could do other things here and there for God, and that's great. You should be doing it. I told you, if God gave you talents, you need to use them instead of burying them. But to go through what you got to go through when you do this, you really have no idea. And not only are you attacked by the enemy, you're also attacked by your own in a lot of ways, though. I don't know if anybody could hear me. If this is muffled, nobody talks. Hey, Ursula, how are you? No, I'm not beating myself. Hey, people are in here. Steven, doubled. Remember, Ursula, thank you for coming in. Oh, nothing bad happened, man. You can hear me? Thanks, Ursula. I had to get the chat moving. I couldn't see anybody. Red and orange mix. Red and scarlet. Yeah, nothing bad happened. Doubled. Thank you for coming in here again. Thanks, and keep going. I'm not beating myself up. We trust. Yeah, no, we do trust someone who's perfect. But I think people look at me to be perfect, or look at teachers or pastors to be perfect. And man, I make mistakes just like everybody else. And I've been on it for 4 years, and I think I've got 2,500 videos, whether they're shorts or longs. I mean, I put in the work, and you know, I've had some great times here too, and I've had a lot of bad times, and it's discouraging from certain points of my view. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm not stopping. Like I said, I've wanted people to be a part of a ministry, not just be like That's true, Ursula. I know that. And I'm not mad at anybody. People can be mad at me all they want. I've had people leave here and be mad at me for something I've said, which is only from the Bible, which is truth, or whatever the case may be. But I've tried to build a ministry here, and without people, there is no ministry. But like I said, I've also reached a good amount of people. Hopefully, I gotta move the car. Sorry about moving the camera, guys, but I'm gonna keep going. I just want people to know I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I keep going. I keep going forward and everything. Keep trying. Hold on, guys. Mike.
I guess it started up good and everything.
Yeah,
no problems with
good.
that.
It's good. The car. So we'll see. We'll see what happens from there.
That's good. You're gonna have them check it out to see for what your lights and stuff like that.
I think it was the fuse. I think it was because a couple of them, like I said, were loose. And after that, even now, the key, the fob is working out.
So it's good.
So I think it might have been.
Did it go back on, or you just got to buy a new fuse?
No, I pushed it in. A couple of them were loose.
Oh, okay.
Actually, fairly loose. So we'll see. Good. Hopefully, it'll be all right.
Perfect. So, good. That worked out the best way.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Mike. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. There's a friend of mine. My car was having a little trouble yesterday. And it's funny. He came... Sorry about that. Thank you, Ursula. No, I'm not on here to upset anybody. I'm just on here to tell people I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and if you want perfect, only God is perfect. Yeah, it was. That was nice, and we still got some good people around, and Yeah, I had a little car trouble, and I was worried it was my starter, but I put a new starter in about a year and a half ago, and this is a new car. But I'm not on here to upset anybody, and nobody else is perfect. I forgive everybody, and people forgive me too. Thank you, Ursula. Yeah, I'm a little different than what people may be used to, but so were the apostles. So were they, and there's been some amazing people I met here, and I'm not turning my back on them. I don't do that. That's not what I do. Unfortunately, people have done that to me my whole life. One little thing goes wrong, and then it's like a magic trick. They disappear because of one little, maybe even a little thing going wrong, and then they don't even communicate with you. That's some people, not all people. Ursula, you definitely deserve a wrench. I'm not giving it to just anybody anymore. So Ursula, you have a wrench. Again, I'm not just gonna give it to anybody anymore. But you're definitely I feel a real good sister, and yeah, we all have it, Ursula. We all have I want people to be a part of the ministry, not just hey Rob, how you doing, Rob? Goodbye, type of thing. And again, I'm not trying to attack anybody. So anybody that may rewatch this, please, I cannot say it any more clearer than that. I'm not attacking anybody, but I want this thing. I want people to be involved. I want people to work with me, and this is not an easy job. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I am far from perfect. But I love Jesus Christ, and I love doing the work, as hard as it is sometimes, hard as it is a lot of times. The attacks are brutal, and they keep coming, the attacks. But like Ursula said, we're in these times. But I'm going to say this 5 million times in this live. I'm far from perfect, man. Far from it. And again, if you think any teacher or pastor out there or so a YouTube channel, do you think they're perfect? You go look what they might be doing behind closed doors. And again, I'm not attacking them. I'm just saying it's the truth. None of us are perfect. None of us. So I'm not discouraged. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. And hold on again, guys.
Hey Rob.
How are you?
How are you?
Somebody.
Claudia,
How are you?
everything good?
Yeah, everything's okay.
How's the car?
It's okay.
Oh, good.
So far, we'll see.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God.
See
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye.
I see more people that care. We still have some people in the neighborhood that we all still know each other, and but it's all good. It's all good. And like I said, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. Many times I felt like quitting, and I'm not going to until something may say goodbye. And when I mean something, I mean, what I deal with over here too. But I'm gonna keep going, and like I said, I'm looking forward to moving on and keep doing the work until it's time for me to either go home myself or the Lord's return, which could be September 23rd, 2 days away, right? Maybe not. So anyone that rewatches this, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And things happen sometimes, and I don't know. And it seems like my whole life, people, like I said, have turned their back on me easily. When I've been there for them for a lot of different ways. And I'm not bitter. I'm not even bitter about it. I'm not. But it just seems it's like a snap of a finger. You do one little thing maybe wrong, and that's the end of it. I've experienced that my whole life, and that's okay. I can't tell the way people feel. I can't tell them how to be. I know personally I can't be that way. I can't be that way. So I just came on here to say that. I'm sure you all know that, because you all know you're not perfect as well. But if you're not going to uplift me here, and I'm not telling you, I like when people tell me the truth and might say, Rob, you're wrong. I have no problem with that type of thing. But if I'm not going to be uplifted too, that's not good either. So I'll be a man here and say, whoever I might have hurt or said the wrong thing, sometimes I kid around a lot or whatever, I apologize. I could also ask for a lot of apologies on the other ends as well. But I don't. Because you're not perfect. And I get that. When I have a brother and sister in Christ, I'll never turn my back on them. I'll never get offended or this or that or mad, because we're not supposed to. It's a rare thing to find a brother or sister, especially these days. I'm not going to be mad at you if you did something to me. You're not perfect. Sometimes I have low patience for things, and can affect my attitude. But for the most part, I've got better in that, and that's credit to the Lord. But I'm far from perfect. And again, I don't need to remind you, but you are as well. You all are. We all are. There's only one that's perfect. I've done some things here that I regret, but I also thought it was the right thing at the right time. But I've stopped doing certain things. I don't want to get too personal anymore with myself. I don't know if I lost the chat again. I don't know. There's nobody in here, which is usual. Top messages. I guess everybody left, so I just wanted to say that if anybody rewatches this, I love you all. I'm not turning my back on you. I'm not saying goodbye, so don't take it the wrong way, because people tend to do that so many times too often. So please don't. I'm not going anywhere. I want everybody here, but it's also that I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And again, neither are you. So you all have a beautiful day, an amazing day. I truly love you from the bottom of my heart. It's just something I felt like saying. Have a great day. Bye-bye.